today's spiritual wisdom is we will know some answers to some of the questions. Some of the spiritual questions, commonly asked, frequently asked questions, and their answers. Let's know. Let's understand all of them. Some of them we can understand today. In the earlier 21 days, we have this program. We have this one session has been conducted. Now the second part, like this, many parts will be there because we have about near about 300 questions we have, right? So we'll be keep learning about some of the questions in every one part of the session, right? So today, one question we'll try to understand today is whatever the science says, can we treat that as a truth? Can we can we treat that as a truth? Yes. So this is a question. So definitely not, because my dear friends, the science what it does is it will try to show to the extent possible. For example, if you take a white light, in a white light there are 7 colors, all with GR, isn't it? All with GR, all the colors are there. Of course, that has been captured by the spectrum, and we are able to see, we are able to understand up to that 7 colors in the particularly white light. But so do you know there is a presence of infrared, that means in the sun rays, I'm talking about sun rays. So in the sun rays, along with that, there are some infrared rays, there are some ultraviolet rays, which you can't see it. You can't see the effect of it, but they exist. So then in that case, we can't say that they are not existing. These true rays are not existing because we are not able to see. Even the instrument is not able to see, we cannot say they are not existing, but they exist. This is how the science works, my dear friends. It means it can understand to the extent possible. That's how the limitation for the science always, right? So that is why whatever you could not see with the science, you can see with your third eye. If your third eye is open, then what will happen is you can see many of the things which you cannot see with your physical naked eyes, even with the instruments. That's how it works. Okay, that's why what we always need to remember is whatever science says, we cannot treat as only the truth. Of course, there are beyond the science. That's why always we say wherever science ends, the spirituality begins, isn't it? So this very important thing we need to remember always, friends, right? So with that, so what we need to do is we keep doing meditation, and with the meditation we activate our own third eye power, with which we can see many things, we can visualize many things which are not possible by the science and technology. That's possible very much. Now the second question is, how do we live the life? How do we live the life? So so generally what happens is everybody got the life on this earth planet, isn't it? All the human beings, all the animal beings, everyone has got the life on the earth planet. How do we live this? So we need to live majestically. So what is that majesty we need to maintain? Friends, all of us got the life by our own choice, or otherwise creator has given some role to you on this earth planet. That's all what is happening, isn't it? It is not like accidentally happened. We are never born on this earth planet just accidentally. Remember this very well. It means as we chosen and came here, as we are selected by creator and we are sent here, how meaningfully we have to live the life, how meaningfully, how well we have to live the life with a lot of wisdom. We need to live the life with the greatest wisdom, and always we must have the greatest amount of awareness within us. We must live the life with the highest amount of awareness, so that what happens is we can lead our life peacefully, happily, blissfully. Otherwise, we are confused, right? Many of the people you just see, the people who are living on that planet right now at this point of time, so they're all in a confused state, right? So they are confused for everything what's happening in their life, what is happening around their life also. If that is the case, how do you live the life meaningfully? Right? That's how. So to live the life meaningfully, we must live with a lot of amount of awareness within us. That's called the spiritual awareness or the atmic consciousness, right? The soul consciousness, my dear friends. With that, if you are living, then definitely you will be always, in a highly alert state at every point of time. You can live in a present moment all the time. Then you can live happily. That's how we need to live on the earth planet. Remember this point. The next question is, so what happens to the soul after the death? After the death of the physical body, what happens to the soul? Very simple, friends. The soul is born into this body. Body is the body is prepared for the soul, especially, right? So that means soul has chosen so particular parents, and the soul has born onto the earth planet with the help of this physical body. So once the physical body goes, nothing happens. It's like this. You wore the shirt, you wore the shirt. Once shirt becomes old, what happened? You take away the old shirt and take the new shirt. As simple as this. You need to understand, for the soul, as simple as this. It's not difficulty at all. What it does is it remove the old shirt, take the new shirt. Likewise, what the soul does is after the death of the physical body, the physical body will be just merged into the Panchabhutas. After that, soul will go to the higher worlds, spirit worlds, and it takes another one more body, and then again it will take a birth. That's how it continues. It's not going to stop at all. That's why, so we don't need to worry about that. All this, whatever the temporary bodies, all these physical bodies temporary, it will be removed and then it will take the other body. Like this, what happens, friends? The soul will be taking several births. So several births with the several new bodies in all its life journey, and then it will keep learning, and it will be keep taking experiences, my dear friends. That's how the soul grow. That's how the soul grow. So that's why you don't need to worry. Like the soul is always eternal. It will be everlasting, eternal. You don't need to worry. It will always be there. Right? That's how you need to understand. After the death also, it is always there. Right. So next question comes to, so how do we react in the difficult situations? My dear friends, there are two words which you need to understand. Reaction, creation. Just observe these two words. What are these words? How they resemble creation. The first word is reaction. Reaction, if you reverse it and read the same word, it becomes a creation, isn't it? It becomes a creation. So over the person react to the situation is always a person with a low standard character. That's we call them as Purusha Adama. The person who is not reacting, who is always, who is always interested in creating the things, new things, is called Purushottama. These two words you need to remember always. Overreact to the situations in the difficult times. Over is reacting. Definitely, he become the Purusha Adama. Purusha Adama. That means he's a low standard person who are not reacting, but he always involved in the creation. Creation is called Purushottama. So, like this, friends, what happens is, for any situation, for any given situation in the life, however difficult it is, never ever react, never ever complain. Understand? So always what you need to do is, in every situation, even the difficult situation also, so try to create some karuna. That means some kind of a kindness. Create it, even if it's a difficult situation, but create it. Then that, you try to show it to the people. Try to show it to the people. That's how what happened. You will be best example to other people. Otherwise, what happened? You also react. For example, somebody does a mistake. For example, so if you react, what happen? You'll be the low standard person, right? That reaction makes other person also unhappy. You're also unhappy. Both will get into the dukkha, isn't it? But if you just keep quiet, sit silently and create some kind of a kindness on the other person. Maybe you forgive him. He has done a mistake, but you forgive him. Create some kind of a karuna, right? Karuna, peace. Karuna means like kindness. So if you do that, what happened? So obviously it is going to resolve the issue in a very, very peaceful way. You don't need to worry about. You don't need to worry much about it. So like this, what happened? You must be you must be set an example to other people. That's how you need to do. Instead of reaction, always involve in the creation. Okay, right. So other question is how the enlightened master. How do you identify the enlightened master? How do you identify the enlightened master? So, my dear friends, see, enlightened master, how does he live? He will see any enlightened master, he will live a simple and humble life. Simple, humble life. Okay, he'll be always sharing and caring. And also, he live the life in every situation, any situation. It can be any difficult situation, any kind of worries, all these things. He never succumb to them. He never get down. I mean, like he never go down in his own, in his own character. What he always does is he stands still, right? He stands very stable in all the situations. It can be any kind of a difficult situations also, right? And also he'll try to see all the people equally. He won't show any indifference between one person to other person. For example, a beggar came, a engineer came, a doctor came, a politician came, prime minister or a chief minister or a president of India. He doesn't have any difference. Understand? Go to Ramana Maharshi. In Ramana Maharshi, in the vicinity of Ramana Maharshi, many people used to sit. Like even President of India is to come and sit beside him. Isn't it? He is actually a yogi, a master, enlightened master. Right? For him, no difference. Even you sit beside President of India, like for both of you, you give the same place, the same value. You won't show any indifference. This is what we need to remember always. Okay? So there is no question of indifference to anyone, right? To anyone in the life who he come across, and he loves everybody. He sees everybody equally, and he never ever bow down to any kind of a difficult situations, right? And he never blame anybody. He never worry about anything. That means this is called buddhatva. This is called sthita pragnata. Sthita pragnata buddhatva. If someone lives like this, live the life like this, then this is called Brahmananda Sthiti, Brahmananda, Atmananda. My dear friends, these are the characteristics of a enlightened master. How does a person become enlightened when he is worrying on every small thing and big things? How does a person become enlightened when he is reacting to every small thing to big thing, small situation, small issues, for everything he is reacting? Then how can he become an enlightened person? Isn't it? How can a person become enlightened when he is treating different people in different manner? If he is his own children, he treat in different way. If any children related to the other family, the other friends or whoever it may be, he treat in a different way. He cannot be called as enlightened person, isn't it? And how can a person become enlightened if someone died in the family? He start crying, he start worrying. How can he become an enlightened person? He can't be enlightened person, isn't it? So that's how we need to understand. So these are the characteristics of an enlightened person, my dear friends. And also, so how do we, like if you want to do the perfect and deep meditation, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? A simple question, right? So my dear friends, if you want to do perfect meditation, you need to have a good environment for that, right? Within your home, if all are doing meditation, yes, you can also do wonderful meditation. And the same way, if you are in the Sangha, that means like if you are in the Satsanga with the people, like-minded people, right? All of you sitting together, like how we are doing in the Zoom session. Here you do wonderful meditation. You may not be able to do the same kind of meditation in the house. The reason is one will be doing meditation, other will be doing something else. That means, so everyone will be in a different mode of operation. But in this particular session or any satsanga, right? In any sangha, for example, or like-minded people, wherever they join. So overall, doing the meditation, yes, wonderfully you can do. That's why what we do is, so what we always say is, pyramid sangam saranam gacchami is a word we use. Pyramid sangam saranam gacchami. That means all the pyramid masters togetherly they are practicing meditation. Yes, of course, it will be wonderful. So wherever you get this facility, use it. Like Zoom session, direct sessions, all that. It's wonderful in order to do the meditation. So otherwise, in your own house, you can practice, or beside you and any other people who are who are also doing meditation, join with them. Join with them, sit and do the group meditation, which is much helpful, my dear friends. Right. So the other thing is, the next question is, if we are living in the abroad, that means if you are living in the other countries, we don't get much vegetarian food over there, then how do we take care of this situation? How do we overcome this kind of situation? So friends, here in PSSM, in from Mahavatar Foundation, we always try to teach everyone to become Dhyani and Shakahari. It means to become meditator and to become vegetarian. These two are very important for us, isn't it? So if these two are not not available, if these two are disturbed, there is no question. Even if you go to abroad, you are going to make dollars together. Doesn't matter. You have to leave that. You have to forget all that, and you have to come back, right? So there is no question of like so if I leave it, then I may lose money, all this. So that doesn't matter. If you are able to get, yes, you get it and lead your life in a dharma yuta. That means like a following the dharma. Following the dharma, you live your life, no problem. If you are not getting it and you are unable to get that kind of food, how much ever the whatever the place it may be, how much ever the maybe how much ever the rich place is it is, how much ever the best place it is, forget about everything, leave it and come back to the place where you get all these things. Or probably you come back to straight away, you can come back to your own native and then start living the peaceful and happy and joyful and blissful life. This is more important than that, my dear friends. You can't put your so-called spiritual life at the risk, at the cost of something, for the money and all these things, for the money and dollars, all these things not required. Why do we need all that? We need a joyful life and meaningful life, and especially vegetarianism, and as well as the meditation. Both are important for us. These are two eyes for us. So wherever we get, so you follow them. If you don't get, come back and leave everything and come back. No problem. Doesn't matter. How much ever money you are going to earn, it doesn't matter for us. That's what I would like to tell you. The second thing is the other question. One more question is, how do we live the life? How do we live the life along with the nature, right? So along with the nature, how do we live our life, friends? Here there are two prakriti. So nature means prakriti. So there are two prakriti. One is sthula prakriti. Other one is sukshma prakriti. What is sthula prakriti? So that means our life, especially when we are leading our life, so we lead our life as per Shastra. So that means, so one kind of a designed life, you can say. But example, Stula Prakriti. Stula Prakriti means we live our life along with the so-called trees, mountains, forest, right? And all the animals, birds, right? Rivers, water bodies. So all these things. These are all the places. What will happen is all these places. Example, ocean, rivers, birds, animals, and then the nature, forest, all these things. With all these things, if when you are living with all these things, when you go there and sit, or when you just live the life along with these things surrounding you, you get lot of cosmic energy. No doubt about it. You get huge amount of cosmic energy. This you need to keep in your mind whenever possible, wherever possible. So if you are just living the life with these things in surrounding of you, then you get a lot of cosmic energy. So this is called, basically, this particularly is called Sthula Prakriti. We all live that life, that kind of life. Many of us, we get that opportunity. Some of us who are living in the cities and urban cities, we may not get this kind of opportunity also, isn't it? So now somehow, now this Sukshma Prakriti. What is Sukshma Prakriti? My dear friends, when you do meditation, right, you activate your third eye, that's a Divya Chakshu, or it's a third eye, and Trinetra. Once it opens up, what happens is we will be able to visualize, or we'll be able to see, or we'll be able to experience all our Sukshma Shariras. What is Sukshma Shariras? Astral body, causal body, supracausal body, all these things we'll be able to experience all of them. With the help of this, you can also go and see, for example, if you have astral body, you can visit astral worlds. If you have a causal body, if you can visit causal worlds. If you have supracausal body, you can visit supracausal worlds. So that's how what happens is we will also go to those worlds and we suck, we receive huge amount of cosmic energy by visiting all these places. By visiting all these places. So this is how what happens is this is how what happens. We try to improvise ourselves, right? We try to charge ourselves, we try to improvise ourselves, and we grow spiritually in this manner also. This is called Sukshma Prakriti. We are living with all these subtle things. Okay, it's called, what is this? Subtle things. So there are physical, solid things and subtle things, right? So this is subtle life, living with our own third eye experiences, and living with the meditation experiences is called subtle life. Okay, so now the next question is, how do we live, how do we live with the blissfulness? So how do we get the blissfulness, ananda? How do you get the ananda? So my dear friends, this especially ananda or bliss, possible bliss is possible when we live our life with trikarana suddhi. What is Trikarana Suddhi? Vakshetra, Bhavana Kshetra, Chesta Kshetra. Okay, these three things. Whatever we speak, whatever we think, whatever we do, if we maintain the purity in it, purity in all these things, if you maintain, or if you are able to cultivate the purity within all these things, what happens is obviously you will be blissful, no doubt about it. Everybody, for that matter, right? Whatever you speak, whatever you do, whatever you think, all these things must be in the purest manner. This is called Trikarana Suddhi. That means you are having highest amount of purity and the cleanliness within all these things. And that means you are with the highest amount of awareness, first of all. When you're talking, with the highest amount of awareness. When you're thinking, what need to think, what need not to think, what to speak, what not to speak, what to do, what not to do. You're having highest amount of clarity in it, isn't it? When someone lead the life like this, why do you get into worries? You always will be stable. You always will be in a peaceful and blissful state, my dear friends. That's how he get ananda. That's how he get blissfulness within his own life. There is no difficulty at all. Only thing is, it all depends upon us. How do we achieve this blissfulness? By following Trikarana Suddhi. The same thing, whatever we get, the same phenomena, the same formula, we have to teach all the people around us. Even whoever it may be, they are even enemies to you. If they are listening to you, yes, you can tell them. And all around you, your neighbors, everybody, just give this formula. Some people, of course, they will capture or they will receive from you. Some people they may not receive it. Doesn't matter. But if it is possible, you always can educate all the people around you. So this particular formula called Trikarana Suddhi formula. That means speaking, thinking, doing. All these things must be done with the highest amount of alertness and purity. There is no bias. Understand? So this you need to remember, right? And now the other thing is, friends. So how much time we need to do sadhana? Sadhana, how long we need to continue? So this is also very important. Here, what happens is, so your sadhana, your practice must be continued till the self-realization state. Remember this, till the self-realization, till your thought is activated, right? And especially, you must be able to do the astral travel, and you must also be able to see all your past lives, isn't it? All your past lives you must be able to see, and you must also be able to get the communication from the higher masters, isn't it? So for all these purposes, what we need to do is we must be continuing the so-called this meditation or the sadhana, right? So if someone is doing this meditation practice with the greatest intention, that means we have the power of intent. If you have power of intent in practicing this meditation in the same life only, in the same single life only, like how Milarepa became enlightened in one single life. He became a Buddha. Milarepa in a single life, from worst to the worst situation to the highest peak of spirituality, he reached, right? Pinnacles of spirituality reached. Milarepa from worst life to the that state. How it is possible? With his own consistency in the sadhana, consistency, the practice of meditation. That's how we also need to continue till all these things are achieved. This sadhana has to be continued, friends. Once we understand Ham Brahmasmi, it means I am Brahman, I am Atma Padartha, I am Brahma Padartha. Until you understand that, to understand that, you must be activating your own third eye power, then you will be able to understand. And also you must be able to do some astral travel, traveling to the higher worlds, traveling to the different lokas. And also sometimes you must be able to communicate with the, so it's so called the communication with the higher masters, the different the higher souls. So when you do all these things, when till you achieve all these things, of course you must be continuing your practice of meditation. You cannot leave it. That's how we need to understand. Now, so what is the importance of Guru in any everyone's life? What is the importance of Guru? So, friends, what happens is, so especially we all will be succumb to the many things like a Maya. In this so-called prapanchika jivana, there is something called Maya. So with this Maya, what happens is we are all indulged into that particular thing in the so-called physical world, materialistic world. We don't know how to come out of that. That's how what happens is, if there is a guru, right? There is a guru for you. What will happen? He keeps telling you, he keeps reminding you. Then slowly, he will give. You will go on give the suggestions and so-called the instructions. Slowly, you can come out of it, right? So that means what happens is, if you are able to follow guru, that means especially meditation, right? The guru will teach, master will teach the meditation, you learn it, and slowly what happened, you yourself, like you can continue practice of meditation, then you'll come out of all the things, isn't it? So that's how what happened in the initial days, in the beginning days, you need the help of guru. After that, once you master the meditation, right, then what will happen, you don't need the much of importance of guru, but you can continue practice of meditation. But there is a Swadhyaya Sajjana Sangatya also. So these two things also will be much helpful for your own life to come out of all these attachments, unnecessary dukkha, right? Unnecessary attachments with this materialistic life. If you want to come out of all these things and come out of the Maya, in the beginning days, you need the help of master or a guru. Later on, once you get practiced into it, more involved into it, more practicing the meditation, then slowly, the guidance will be available within you. That means your swasa, your breath itself is a guru for you. You don't need any other guru. Okay, you can continue practicing. And of course, Sajjana Sangatya Swadhyaya, you take the help of that. You take the help of that, then continue your spiritual journey. That's how it works. Okay. And now, so what is Svecha, the freedom? How do you define the freedom? Freedom is something called, this is something like this. Svecha, that word is svecha, that is freedom. In English, freedom we call it as. So swa icha, swa icha. Swa means our own, icha means as per our desire, as per our desire. Friends, so what will happen is everything in this world, whatever we experience now, all this is created by with our own desire, with our own intention. Understand? Here, nobody is responsible for your own current state of life. Whatever current state of life you are going through, it is swa icha. That means that's called the word itself. In the Sanskrit, you can rightly define, but you can't define in the English. So here, everything we selected ourselves. We even this birth also selected by us, and we came here with our own choice, isn't it? Otherwise, the choice of creator. Either he choose or we choose. Nothing is accidental. And also, whatever we do on this earth planet, whatever is happening within our life, everything is everything is decided. Everything is decided by yourself, your own decision. Understand? There is nothing accidental here. In your life, whatever you are going through, these are all created by you. That is why what we say, there is Seth wisdom. Seth wisdom. What Seth wisdom says, we create our own realities. We create our own reality. This is a word, this is a sentence what used. It means every reality of us is created by our own decisions, our own thoughts. So here, no need to blame anybody. For everything, we are only responsible. That's how. So with that awareness, if you are living, my dear friends, what will happen is you have no worry at all. Otherwise, we go on to the blame game, and we go on blame the other person, this situation, that situation. We go on so many. We make all others are responsible, and we think that they are responsible. So that's how we lead the life. That is not the correct thing. Okay, remember this point. Okay, now, so what is Sajjana Sangatya? What is Achara Sangatya? Friends, Sajjana Sangatya means over knows Satya. Sat plus Jana. Sajjana. Okay? Sajjana. That means whoever knows the truth, they are called Sajjana. So that means somebody is knowing this Atma Vidya. That means the spiritual knowledge, spirit knowledge, whoever is having. So they are called Sajjana. If you are living with them, if you are if you are in the association of them, that's called Sajjana Sangatya. What is Achara Sangatya? Achara Sangatya means what will happen is they know the truth, they also live for others. They know the truth, they follow the truth, and as well they always live for the welfare of the other people. They are called Acharya. Acharya. So living with them in the association of them, it's called Achara Sangatya. Acharya means so they know it. That means they realize the truth, they follow it, and they follow it as well. So they take care of others also for the welfare of others. They always work for the welfare of the others. Loka Kalyana Hitam. Loka Kalyana Hitam. That's how the Acharya Sangatya. So this is called Acharya Sangatya. So that's why what we need to do as a sadhaka, Sajjana Sangatya, Acharya Sangatya, we must be doing continuously. Continuously, if you are doing, your soul evolution will be happening in a proper way. Your soul progression will also be in a proper way, in a orderly manner, my dear friends. Like it will evolve properly. When you do Sajjana Sangatya, Achara Sangatya, you can learn many things from these people. Right? They're always ready to help you. Sajjana, Acharya, both. Acharya means always you know the truth, you live the truth, you also help others always. Loka Kalyana. That's how it is, right? So, friends, another thing is how do you become Jivan Mukti? How do you get the Jivan Mukti? What is Jivan Mukti? Jivan Mukti means, especially whenever we are in this body itself, knowing our own, knowing about our own self, it's called Jivan Mukti. So, the Jivan Mukti is very, very important. So if you achieve the Jivan Mukti, my dear friends, what will happen is you will achieve everything. You achieve whatever required. So all the things will achieve. So that means if somebody living peaceful life, right, happy life, blissful life, huh? So all this kind of qualities, if someone is having, and if he realize the truth when he is living in this physical body itself, it's called Jivan Mukti. Once you get that Jivan Mukti, my dear friends, what all the things you will get? So Jivan Mukti, when you achieve it, so definitely you will get Vijaya. Vijaya means like success. Success also will come to you, right? Everything, whatever you need, it will come, right? Or Patriji, he got Jivan Mukti. That's how he earned everything, whatever he need. When he was living here on the earth planet, he was living in the abundance. Even everybody who got Jivan Mukti, they can live in abundance, no doubt, no shortage. Always they have abundance, they feel the abundance, they enjoy the abundance, no doubt on that. That's how we need to understand, friends. Okay, so I think another 5 minutes we'll close the session because there are a lot of questions like this. Questions are, so, I mean, like innumerable questions are there. You can keep discussing means it goes on like another hours together also. But we will try to end with some another two more questions now. Another question is Langanam Parama Aushadam. This all of you might have heard. But this Langanam is the three types basically. One is Shariraka Langanam, other one is Vachika Langanam, Manasika Langanam. Langanam means like fasting. Okay, fasting means without food. We always think that fasting is without food, but this is three types. One is the physical, other is the verbal, the third one is mental, okay, mind oriented. So three type of fastings are there. So basically, if you follow the Saririka Langanam, that means fasting, not having any solid food, that gives the best physical health, right? But if you're able to having some mauna, that means not talking, not using words, it's called Vachika Langanam. Vachika Langanam. That is more powerful than this Saririka Langanam. Imagine, if you're not talking, you save a lot of energy. That itself will keep you in a good health. Remember this. So Vachika Langanam is powerful than the Saririka Langanam. Another thing is Manasika Langanam. This is much powerful than both though two of them. So other two, whatever Manasika, whatever the Vachika Langanam, that means some Mauna, and other one is fasting, the physical fasting. Better than these, compared to these two, the third one, which is called Manasika Langanam. This is highly, highly powerful, friends. This is nothing but Dhyana. There are no thoughts inside the mind. There are no thoughts in the mind itself. So, with the meditation, what happens? We always empty the mind. We make mind empty, isn't it? So, by practicing, we get emptiness, the highest amount of emptiness within our mind. This is called Manasika Langanam. Understand? So these three things must be understood in this fashion. We need to understand always, right? Friends, so other thing is here, see, so some people, what will happen is there'll be, some like somebody's mother died or whatever. Due to any death happens in their own family, so they feel so unhappy, right? So all this because somebody departed, loved one departed. But here is one thing we need to understand. So as we already discussed many times, again and again we are discussing this. So this death means, as it is, death means it is not that such a very, very critical thing, or it's not such a unhappy thing to be felt, right? So all of us, what we need to understand is, so for example, when we vacate one house and go to other house, as simple as this, okay? It means, and also, for example, So someone leave this country and go to other country. It is like that. Okay. You here what happens is when somebody died, what happened? So your mother or father, whatever it may be. So here what we need to do is we need to always think that they vacated the body, physical body, they left it, and then they are going to the other world. They are going other side. They are not disappeared. They are always there. Okay. So if you want to, right, if you want to understand this, or if you want to know more and more about that, okay, what will happen is you need to study, you need to practice meditation, you need to study about life after death more and more. Then your dukkha will be evaporated. How do you understand yourself? So by understanding maranantara jivana, that means life after the death. Number one. Number two, by practicing meditation, you can also understand this. You'll get that kind of a understanding will be born within you. Okay, so that's how we need to do. And especially if someone is died, anyway they leave this world and go to the other world, they'll be happy. Don't worry about them, because they reach their home at their own place. We are here, we are now in the rental place, friends. We are in the rental place. We are not in our own home. Understand? So that is why the people who left this earth planet and go to other side, they are the happiest beings. The reason is they are reaching to their own home. We are in the rental house. We have to feel unsecured always here. We don't know what happens here. Suddenly what happens, we don't know. Uncertain, fully uncertainty. No one knows what next second, isn't it? Such a uncertainty is there on this earth planet. Uncertainty is the principle of this earth. Understand? Nobody knows when tsunami comes, when the huge a cyclone comes, when the earthquake comes. Nobody knows what happened next second, what happened next minute. Also nobody knows. When someone fight with other person, all these are uncertain on this earth planet. That is why you be happy, number one. Number two is whenever, instead of worrying about the people who left, before they leave the physical body, if possible you could have helped them, that is better. Like, take care of them, like your father, mother, before they leave the physical body, probably give the good food, give the good shelter, take care of them with the love and care and affection. That is much important. That is much much better than feeling unhappy when they left the physical body. What do you do after this now? You have no control at all. You can't do anything. Already they left. But you could have done much better if, when they were living in the physical body. That might be possible if you think properly, right? So that's how we need to understand. Okay, friends. So like this, and the final question we will try to analyze, and then we will end the session. So what is karma yoga? What is karma yoga? Friends, whatever the karmas we need to perform, identify them and do it with the greatest interest. That's called karma yoga, isn't it? So, and also, whatever we are doing, the profession, we have to be more respectable on whatever the work we undertake. It's also called karma yoga, part of karma yoga. I'm telling all these things. Okay. And learning different arts, learning different vidyas, different shastras, whatever it may be. There are 64 arts are there. Learning any of them, all of them. So that is nothing but that is a part of karma yoga only. I think it's not different from karma yoga. Understand? And also, and karma yoga, when you are doing, never depend on the karma palita. That means when you are attempting to do the work, any karma when you are attempting to do, never ever depend upon the result of the karma. Okay, that's called niskama karma. Do the karma with the greatest interest. Understand? You must have the interest on doing karma rather than having the interest on the result of karma. Leave the result of karma to the universe and nature. That will look after. You are not the person to decide the result of karma. You are only given choice in order to do the karma in effective manner. You have only that much. You are given the choice of doing the karma in a rightful manner, not to decide the result of the karma. Okay, when you don't expect a result of a karma and attempt the karma, and if you do that karma, you'll be peaceful, you'll be happy, you're not worried. If you expect anything out of it, then if that doesn't come, if that doesn't happen, the opposite result comes, you'll be unhappy. Why do you want to do that? So let's not do that. Okay, if you don't do that, then you'll be always happy. And also karma yoga, that means, so whatever the amount of time we have, let's not waste any time. So at every point of time, what we need to do is, so all the time we must be doing the good karmas, utilizing our time, not wasting any time, not wasting any unnecessarily. We should not waste our time. Use our time to do always good karmas. So if that is the case, so this is called the karma yoga. That means you are you're always trying to do the good karmas, the good works with your available time, not wasting time. Also very, very important, friends. So like this, so all the time, so in the samsara chakra, that means this in the family life, what happens is sometimes we'll be in the higher position, sometimes in the down position. So up and downs in the life, it will be keep happening, right? So sometimes we have good money, resources, financial resources. Sometimes we may not have it. Sometimes someone health is good, someone health is gone bad in the family. In all the times, having sthira pragnata, that's stiratva, sthira chitta, that means dhairya, means braveness. You must show your braveness all the time in a equal manner or in the same manner. You must not lose your braveness. This is called karma yoga. This is called karma yoga. You need to remember this, my dear friends. At the same time, always. So this, as I told you right now, manasa vacha karmana. So these things, if you are properly following, trikarana suddhi, if you are properly following, is also called karma yoga. It's also called karma yogam, my dear friends. So other thing is, we also need to remember, always one particular cause, one particular thing will cause for the other thing. That is karya karana sambandha. Karya karana sambandha. If you understand this particular thing, friends, so then you will be able to understand the karma yoga. What is that exactly? So every one karma leads to the other karma. That means there is one cause and there is one effect. This is called karya karana sambandha. Right? If you understand this, so if you properly observe this and understand this, then you definitely will be in the karma yoga. Otherwise, you can't be in the karma yoga. You will be against to the karma yoga. Understand? So we need to understand, for everything there is a karana. If something is happening in your life, if something good is happening, something bad is happening, yes, there is a cause. The cause may be present birth or the previous birth. It may be anywhere, but there is some cause. Suddenly, someone in your family got cancer or diabetes or BP. It doesn't mean that he has done something wrong now. He might have done the wrong in previous life also. Now it captured him. Okay. Now the cancer is suffering from the cancer because of that. That's why if you understand properly, then there is no dukkha. Understand? That is why we say karya karana sambandha ade. That is what we call it as a karma yogam, my dear friends. And again here, so always in Telugu we have one proverb: చేసుకున్న వాడికి చేసుకున్నంత మహదేవ. So this siddhanta is very, very important, friends. How much ever yadbhavam tadbhavati, yadbhavam tadbhavati. Whatever we think, so that is happening. What you think, so you become. As is your mind, so is your life, isn't it? All these are very, very, very important. If someone understands the karma yoga, all these things are understood. So you must be following all this, whatever the statements I have told right now. Yad bhavan tad bhavati, isn't it? So whatever our mind is, so our life is also similar, friends. Okay. So if you understand this, with this, we'll try to close our session now. And so in the all the next questions, we'll continue the next session. So next one more part we'll take up in the next session. And with this, we are closing today's this question and answers session, my dear friends. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us so much valuable information like Manasika Langanam, like the meditation, and about Karma Yoga and Karya Karana Sambandha, all those things, and Acharya Sangatya. I today only I came to know about Acharya Sangatya. I know about Sajjana Sangatya from you, but today I learned new thing. Acharya Sangatya means they know the truth and they follow the truth and always live for welfare of people for Loka Kalyanam. Thank you so much, sir. And about Stula Prakriti, that one also I learned today. I know about Sukshma, but Stula Prakriti is something I learned new today. And the Trikarana Siddhi, Manasa Vacha Karmana, purest manner, blissful, highest amount of awareness, what to speak, what not to speak, and how to think and how to do, and all those things. And to become a Mediterranean and to become vegetarian, like many masters, they called me and they were telling their issues, and some of them were like still having non-vegetarian, and they were asking how could it control how could those non-vegetarian, how could the animals emotions transfer to us, all those things. When I explained them, they were very happy, and they told like we want to quit, we want to be vegetarian. So
Very
all
good.
those, yes, they're practicing meditation, and they are also having that feeling like to become vegetarian. That's so progressing. So to perfect deep meditation and all, and enlightened master, how enlightened master will be like very simple, humble, stand stable, no differences, oneness, and they don't blame. Yeah, for everything we blame. That's the common thing in most of the common people. So we shouldn't blame, and that's how enlightened person from we have to get inspired. And how what is Brahman and Atman and all those things. We have learned so much from you, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you for your wisdom share. And any masters, if you have any questions or any, if you want some information from sir, here is a golden opportunity. Use it. So come forward and ask sir. Sir is here. Our Guruji Ranganath sir is here. So please come forward and ask. Like they'll be asking like later. It's better if you ask now. This is a good opportunity for you all. Please come forward. And this November 23rd and 23rd, we are having Holistic Wellness Festival in Bangalore. It's on site and it's offline. So the last day to get registered is November 20th, Wednesday. And this time is very special, right, sir? Himalayan yogis, Sri Sant Sadananda Giri Maharaj Garu and Yoga Sri Raidu Garu, yogi and neurologist is arriving. Sant Sadananda Giri Garu Maharaj is 109 years old, and he is arriving to our Holistic Wellness Festival at Bangalore. So there will be inauguration, role of spirituality in daily life, secrets of meditation, activation of third eye speech by yogis. So very nice opportunity to meet them and get their blessings. If anyone is willing to go to Bangalore, so you may visit. This is a nice opportunity to you all. And there are like so many specialists on Sunday. They'll be treating you. So there are like so many specialists arriving there on Sunday.
So on Sunday, Ayurveda, Marma therapist, and
Yeah.
acupressure, Mudra therapy, and
Self-urine therapy,
urine
yoga
therapy
therapy,
also. Ayurveda also, like
energy.
yoga
Yeah,
chikitsa,
energy.
yoga therapists also. Hmm?
Yes.
All these people are there. So all these experts are there. They'll be treating right from the morning. They will start the treatments until evening. It will be continue. Okay. And
Yes, sir. And various diseases are also treated like migraine,
yeah, everything.
thyroid,
Everything.
obesity, cancer, diabetes, strokes, cold flu issues, digestive issues, infertility, women's
In fact,
problems.
just in the last few days, we observed marma therapy for one person, which
Okay.
I don't want to tell a name in our
Okay.
members only. So he is cancer stage has gone to the last stage. That means the blood was going in the along with the stools. It reached to
Oh.
the last stage. Then no hope, and he was using other medicines also, but it could not be healed. Okay, other medicine means even he left allopathy very long back, but and in between he was taking some herbal medicine also, that also didn't work. Then then he called me, then I suggested urine therapy. There is one Anand Kunj ashram near Pune. So many people in the last stage of cancer, they go and stay there for 11 days. They will cure that cancer with the only urine fasting. They cure only urine fasting. It means complete 11 days light food and complete urine fasting with this, and of course no medicine, nothing, and yoga asanas. With all these things put together, what happened? They cure the cancer, any stage cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, correct.
So wonderful, sir.
Yeah, you search one link just in the Google. Go to that. It's actually nice place in the hill area, in the
Okay.
forest area
Do you
near.
want me to do now, sir?
Next you can search, and
Okay.
you can take more wisdom from that. There are a lot of videos in English, lot of videos they have done on urine therapy and the testimonials. There are many that particular YouTube channel, Anand Kunj, you can write down. So if somebody is suffering with a cancer of third stage, last stage, please refer them. So the doctor name also I'll send you if you wanted. I spoke to the founder, and especially his father was doing this urine therapy for a long time. Then his son again, he became a Ayurveda doctor, and then he is now continuing. His father is not no more, so his son is continuing that same tradition, our old age old tradition of this urine therapy. And so they take patients any stage, the last stage of cancer also. They put them under the complete, the urine fasting. Urine only they have to use, just drink the urine and water and fast. There is no question of any other food, cooked food, and nothing will be given. Okay, so that's how they are able to bring the situations into control. Okay, so I was
Okay.
trying to give this to this person who is suffering their last stage. Then in between, what happened is our Marma madam is there, Rupa. So she's also very experienced. She said, she sit in the meditation generally, and she will try to find out whether this is suitable for this patient or not. She will get that answer. That's how what happened. She got the answer. Yes, she can try. She finding some positive signs with this guy. Then she asked to come. He went for first day itself. When she does know, by the time again he came back to house, and next his stool has become normal. Stool has become normal. That blood is reduced. He was having a lot of this stomach pain. Whatever he eat, it doesn't absorb. Immediately it will go into the motion. If he eat, suppose if he eat means within half an hour he has to go for the stool. And also that is one problem. Second problem is this blood is going in the stool itself. That's also second problem. Third one is his stomach was aching, lot of stomach ache, and stomach is bloating. So that's how these problems are like serious problems. Now, as she's doing for last now three, I think by today she has completed about 3 sessions now, continuously every alternate day event, and today third session completed. With this, his stomach ache is gone. Normally, is getting good appetite, good hunger. Is eating food, and stomach bloating is not there. Imagine these results have come with just marma therapy. You can't imagine what is happening. And he was wondering how come this change of the and blood leaking happening, blood leakage is happening somewhere, that is also stopped. So that's how our treatments, I'm telling you, our all the ancient therapies, they are very powerful. Only thing is we have to give some respect to them. Give some respect. Then follow that. Try it out. Before trying itself, we say, no, that is not good, this is not good. We comment. As such, we are the founder of this thing. We don't know anything, first of all. We are now just, you can say like, we are learning the ABCD now about this, all this holistic wellness. Understand? So, friends, so that's how the marma power we have seen in the last 3 4 days now. And of course, she has done wonders in our center. Every Saturday she comes, backache, like they have been suffering for years. In a 1 hour, they relieve the back pain, right? That kind of wonders we achieved already. She did back pains, sciatica, like, knee pains, operations complete. So many people are avoided with the operation. You know that? Many people, she avoided operations completely. Imagine. So what is the power in the holistic wellness? That is why I said many times this has to spread to the nook and corner of the every village in every one, every door of every doorstep of the entire India, entire world also. The holistic wellness. We need to find the importance, we need to convey it, we need to make sure it reaches to everybody. Okay, that's how we will start working. We're all working together. Let's work. Okay, till the last breath, we can do all these wonderful things. Right?
Yes, it's really like a good big varam from see from God. You all appear like God, like to all the patients who have come from the worst
Yeah.
situation to the good situation, and all. It's really great. You're so great. So thank you so much for your services and all. Yes, that's not a normal thing.
Yeah.
Organizing and without expecting anything, and that too for free. It's very good thing. And so we wish like all other masters who are really in need, please go and you get the benefit. Yeah, that's what we are here to say.
Let's spread it as much
Yes,
as
sir.
let's spread this holistic wellness. We have meditation, spiritual wisdom, Ayurveda, right? Marma therapy, all this Reiki healing, or healing also, and as well this home remedies. It's working very good, and holistic lifestyle is also very working very nice. This sattvic lifestyle, right? By changing into sattvic lifestyle, many of the problems will go automatically without.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, sir. I heard one woman saying she's having psoriasis from 3 years, but she went to many treatments and she had many medicines, but it didn't get rid of anything. But she used doing like she started eating sattvic ahar, and within 21 days, she got solved. Her skin became normal.
that's all.
From
Yes,
yeah, so she was surprised. Like from 3 years, I was suffering, and in within 30 days itself, I got cured. She's so happy.
correct. That's how it works. Okay, all these are
Yes, sir.
powerful and wonderful things which we need to learn so many things like this. Okay, and this book
Yes.
also, like Sattvic Evolution, Seven Habits, is there. No, it's a wonderful book. Everyone has to
Yeah.
read, and we must do the swadhyaya of this book. Okay, over the masters, you are all here. Over having a possibility. Please do the swadhyaya of this. Already, I have done the swadhyaya of this book. This book. Now, by today, I completed 4 habits out of 7 habits. The
Ah,
book almost 70% I completed now in Kannada morning session.
okay.
70% I have already completed the teaching, and of course, I have I think 4 are completed. Another 3 habits are there. I'll be covering in next sessions.
Yeah. We will take this as inspiration and we'll
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to do it so.
That is a very powerful book. It is going to teach you
Yes.
the habits to every person. If they use them, you become completely healthy person. That's all. Wonderful.
Dehame Devalayam, like you always
Yes.
says.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for the wisdom, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, like from 2 3 days back, I started with urine therapy. Like I'm not consuming it. I'm just applying on it, my face and in the ears and in my eyes.
Mm.
So my ears it got cleaned, sir. It is the dust and all. It has come out.
Very
The
good.
the eyes, I just put it in the eyes, and after some time, I just took bath and I went for the walk, morning walk.
Mm.
My vision was clear. I did not use the specs. So my vision was little more
Wonderful.
clear than normal thing.
Wonderful. Mm. But
Yeah,
you must start drinking it. Very, very, very important. That's, I mean, slowly you are habituating, but these ear drops and eye drops and nostril drops, these three are very important also every day. And also gargling. Gargling your mouth is going to be such a wonderful phenomena. Your tooth will never decay, your tooth will never go. Not even one tooth will go till the last breath. You can
yeah.
keep them retained. As it is, you can keep them retained if you are doing daily one time gargling of your mouth.
Okay, sir.
With the
And
help
I
of
wanted to ask one thing, sir.
Mm,
My little son, he is having vomiting sensation. He did
mm.
not had any outside food. He had only normal food only. But he is having acid reflux or something like that. Can you just tell me any acupressure point or
Yeah,
something?
acupressure point is there. Acupressure point is actually what happened. This acidity gastric problem. Okay, especially. So what you need to do is two things are there. Okay, here, for example, this is there. No, this finger.
Mhm.
Here. Probably this entire for this index finger inside. You should press properly. For acidity, this finger, you can keep pressing this. Okay. So go on, give the pressing here, pressure here. It will come down. If at all too much, like higher acidity for long time, some people suffering. There, this is, let's say this is a foot. This is a thumb. That means our toe. Beside this, one more finger is there, no? For that finger, this nail will be there, no? Nail behind this portion. If you keep pressing it, then the wonderful treatment will happen. Any chronic acidity will be resolved by this. Okay. So this point. This is a food means you should understand like that. Okay. Also important. So this is one of the point, one very very important point. Otherwise, on this itself will work.
Will that cure vomiting also, sir? He is feeling
Yeah,
vomiting
vomiting
sensation.
sensation, vomiting sensation also. This mudra, Apanavaya mudra.
Apanavaya Mudra. Okay.
It will subsidize everything come down.
Okay. He
Okay.
is sleeping. He is not
Probably,
able to
probably
sleep.
now, probably now, what you need to do is you should not give anything spicy, nothing. Okay. Now we need to be giving is the plain coconut water. Okay. So, if possible, then there is something called um, I think there is one powder is available. Okay, that powder I will tell you. So you arrowroot powder. You know arrowroot powder.
Oh, yes, sir. I think I
Arrowroot.
have it. I'll just check it.
Yeah, you can give that. It will give some kind of minerals, and along with this, the food what you can try to take is always with the saggubiyam, something like that.
Yeah. Mm.
And the next thing is, if possible, ragi malt. These kind of things only should go into the stomach now, nothing else. Nothing else for 2 days, 3 days continuously. Then everything will become normal. See, either vomiting or loose motion. Both are okay as long as it removes the toxins out of us. Nothing dangerous. Okay. We get vomiting, all the undigested food in the stomach comes out. It is good. The body is doing its job. Why do you interfere with that? Isn't it?
Yeah, I just said the same thing. He was
And
just vomited 2-3 times. I just said,
but
all this year
yeah,
toxins has come out.
yes,
Just told
all
him.
the see what happened. Lot of indigestion will happen. In the indigestion, many of the food particles are stuck over there, which are undigested, which is decomposing. Then body won't tolerate. What such a nasty thing is happening inside. Then it will throw out everything. When it is throwing out, no, then we feel, oh, vomiting happening. Nothing, nothing is happening. It is cleansing. It's called the process of cleansing. And suppose loose motion happens, for example. See, for last, I think maybe some 15 days back, I think so. I got loose motions. Probably on some 8 motions, something happening continuously. I don't care. I thought, okay, I understood. So it is cleansing. That's all. I was taking probably what is that coconut water. Then slowly I started taking little the rice along with the majjige, that is buttermilk. It solved in a maybe I think maximum 1 day. I think within a day it solved. That's all.
Yes, sir. That buttermilk is having so much probiotics, which is good
Correct.
for health. When they
Correct.
have antibiotics, it's against the body, but probiotics
Mm.
is for the body. So
Correct. It will
good
increase
bacteria.
it will always increase the good bacteria within our stomach. So
Yes.
your stomach will saturate properly again. It will come to the normal state if you use buttermilk, isn't it? Such a simple remedies are there. So either it is vomiting or motion, both are one of the same. It is a kind of a cleansing activity. Only thing is if it is happening too many motions, no, then you should keep supplying some kind of a minerals to the physical body. I used to, but that point of time, I used to drink my urine. Most of the times, I drink my urine now. That point of time during motions, right? Continuously, every urine I used to not miss. I used to drink it. That's how I recovered within a day.
Super, sir.
Yeah.
Like my son, he wanted to share it when he was doing meditation in the school. He went astral travel, it seems. So
Oh,
he
great.
even his this
Wonderful.
third eye, he was saying like full pain, and this got opened. He saw
Yes.
that, and he experienced it. He wanted to share it, but due to illness, he just slept now, right
No
now.
problem. No problem. Give him the rest. And if he's
Yeah, and my both sons, they are reading that Sattvic Revolution book, sir.
very good, great. That's wonderful. Wonderful. So that is the book we must master. Okay.
Yeah.
So we must start teaching all this. Okay. That's one book we have to teach the whole world also. This so most of the diseases will go out. Okay. If any disease comes also, as we keep discussing home remedies like Marma therapy, Ayurveda, these are all always there. Okay. They'll help us to come out in a holistic way. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. We'll end the session now. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah.